Welcome, my name is Rich, and this is Star Wars The Old Republic. In this very laid-back Let's Play, I will be paying attention to the stories that the game is trying to tell me, and talking about the moral and ethical positions that the dialogue options put me in. I will also make snarky comments and jokes at the expense of the game, mostly at the expense of the villains, because they make it so easy. There's nothing quite... There's a very particular flavour of edgelord 14-year-old in most Sith that I find delicious to just needle. Well, it gets to the point where it's less needling and more like stiletto stabbing, which really is what they deserve. I also just point out weird things, like the one thing that I always mention that always sticks in my mind is a partially disassembled ship inside a room with no doorway big enough for the ship to have gotten in through. So, unless the people were building the ship inside the room, there's no way that it could have gotten in. And even if they were building the ship, I mean, why? There's no way for you to get it out again. Anyway, that's the kind of content I provide. And if that's not the kind of content you're here for, best of luck to you seeking what it is you desire. My stream manager is not showing me the little red light thingy. Oh, there we go. No, the duration counter is wonky. Let's try closing it and opening it again, shall we? There we go. That's tracking the time correctly. And it's got the red light on. Cool. So, today we have a variety of things to do. I'm going to...
I am functioning at peak efficiency, Master. All the better to serve you.
Splendid. Thank you, C2N2. I'm going to talk to my various crew members and then move on to the next planet. And I don't know what it is yet.
The equations are done, and we're about to start building the actual Van Drake generator itself. But we're finding components hard to come by. My suppliers are being ludicrously unreasonable. What's an unpaid bill here or there? If only I could regain my supplier's favor, with, say, a note promising payment will be made, signed by someone trustworthy.
Well, Kaizen's trustworthy. Yeah, if only you didn't have a reputation for being utterly untrustworthy and not paying bills. If only someone had done something about that, eh, Theron?
No one's more honorable than Kaizen. Let's ask him.
Jedi, don't be silly. You know who he means.
You
have
right?
the power to do me an immense kindness with one little signature. I'd be eternally grateful.
You should pay your bills.
Settling your debts will improve your reputation. And your suppliers will be more helpful.
That'll take every credit I possess. Do you want me destitute?
If it's really going to cost that much, you'll need time to get the money together.
Such generosity. I promise this is the last time I will intrude upon you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I'll have the parts I need in no time.
If it isn't the last time he intrudes on me, I'm going to tell him to fuck off, and I don't care about his approval rating. Because I don't give a shit about him, frankly. He's not that useful.
How long does it take to shed your skin?
No, that's not an odd restriction. If he's not considered alive or dead, he's in a kind of limbo status. Like, neither this world nor the next. So, of course, he wouldn't be earning points.
After you've completed your rebirth, what happens then?
Guess we can only wait and find out, can't we? And what's his name? Zenith.
First victory as Balmora's political liaison. Spoke to your diplomat, Alani. Organized a new trade route for Balmora. She wanted a personal favor. Thought credits would look suspicious. Useful to know.
Just how personal is this favor you promised her?
Personal enough. Greystar said a friend is an enemy waiting to happen, and vice versa.
You mentioned the name Greystar once before.
He was leader of the resistance cell I first joined on Balmora. Taught me plenty. Before everything changed.
The Far Nation attack.
Got trade routes to organize.
I suppose in many ways, the Fire Nation is quite similar to the Empire. Both are imperialist. The Empire is rather unimaginatively named.
There's word from Balmora. People are calling me politician, not terrorist. A good start, but I want the opposition leader's post. To critique Ty Corden, keep him honest.
You'd probably look more convincing as a politician if you got changed out of these ragged, stitched together combat clothes.
Ty's an idealist. An opposition leader who knows the dirt and blood of politics will do him good.
I thought so. I want one of Ty's officials to support me. Secretary Varum would do. Ty trusts him. But Varum's rich, stubborn. Hard to persuade.
Make your case to Secretary Varum that Ty will need strong opposition.
Won't be enough. Varum's paranoid, terrified of another Imperial attack. He created a militia to guard Ty. Funds it personally. I could tell Varum that Imperials infiltrated his militia, but my people stopped them. With a little evidence, Varum owes me a favor. Easy.
That's not a great thing to do.
Alternatively, a statement congratulating Varum on his militia's dedication would make him very grateful.
Gratitude's fragile, but that would be faster. You think like Greystar sometimes.
I won't ask where he is because he's probably dead.
Never having met Greystar, I'm not sure what to say.
He was a good man. Almost sharp enough. Greystar was betrayed. The blasted Empire got an operative into our cell. We scattered, but kept up the fight. War's over. But we lost too much.
Yeah. Was and not sharp enough and lost too much. Greystar is dead. Or, in a state where death might be preferable. So, glad I didn't ask about meeting Greystar, eh? Not sure what's next. Oh, right, Hoth. They want me to go to Hoth, don't they? Sort out pirates. There's a bunch of stuff here about Hoth, contested. That's good to know. But I think I know enough about Hoth, having seen the movie.
We're just getting clearance for Hoth, Jedi. Won't be a minute.
Chut, Pocachula, Chanu Gando, Doe Walyatapa.
The Republic has a right to be careful. The White Moor is kind, and a vast frozen wasteland is quite the place to hide.
He's sitting in the wrong place. He's having a phasing issue with whoever this is. The White Moor is probably the name of the pirate crew.
Who or what is the White Maw?
The White Moor is the largest pirate band in the galaxy. A splinter group has been attacking the shipping lanes to our worlds.
Toe Hawa do Punyo, Uzdie, Woto. Saigoto Wope Upi.
And the Republic won't waste more men to save them. Fools. Now there's a risk of mutiny. Our coalition might abandon Hoth altogether.
Well, now, hold on. Hold on. This cutscene is not put together very well, is it? Sending lots and lots of troops to try and deal with a guerrilla force that knows the terrain, can escape, attack suddenly, escape quickly, like pirates, is actually not the way you want to approach it. My character is basically the way that you want to approach it. You send in a small team of experts who can maneuver in the same way that the pirates can, and attack the pirates in the same way that the pirates would attack, you know, a larger target.
What would you have me do?
We're giving you command of our coalition force. Find out what's happening, and get rid of those pirates so our men can come home. The only soldier still bothering to send a daily report is Lieutenant Felix Ireso, the officer in charge. He's at the Republic base.
Yeah, we've got repeats of all of them, except for the dude sitting here. The little... I don't know what his species is. The small dude.
With a little help, your coalition will finish those pirates and get out safely.
There. That's what we've been hoping to hear.
Ah, there's our clearance. Be careful, Jedi. Quite aside from the White Moor, Hoth's cold enough to freeze you solid.
What's his name? Diabduin. Okay. Wonder why he didn't have his own place at the table there. Oh, quick! Everyone, land before I space myself. Pawing at the door. Has Hoth got a moon then? It's interesting. If it's got a moon, then that exerts tidal forces. So if Hoth were... Well, I mean, Hoth's got lots and lots of solid ice on it. Well, solid water on it, hasn't it? Ice. So if Hoth were any closer or had any more heat on it, it would have oceans, I imagine. And then those oceans, thanks to the moon, would have tidal forces. Probably have, well, might have seasons. It depends on the... Wow. Do you suppose they're wearing clothes? So their seems like their fur is just long enough down here that they don't worry about it. I think that's a species that sees with smell. That's why they have the two pairs of giant nostrils on the front of their face and no discernible eyes. Hoth having seasons would depend on the rotational axis being offset from its orbit.
Going to Hoth, Master Jedi. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
No, I'm not going to Hoth, actually. I'm just here for the view. I like visiting this space station specifically. And just looking out at the frozen orb that is Hoth. I'm not here to actually set foot on the planet. That sounds ridiculous.
This is a frozen rock on the edge of the galaxy. How much traffic can there be?
Shh, don't make him mad. He'll detect an instrument malfunction or something, and they'll tie up my shuttle all day. There was more traffic when we started the salvage operations, but nobody's come back up in a while. Ships are probably frozen to the ground. Really? You ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
Can you tell me anything else about this area?
There are worse things on Hoth than the weather. This place is crawling with Imperials and pirates. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
Oh, so you've got a tiny man mad with power around here somewhere, checking the equipment. What else is there? What was the... Is it... Wampa? Wampa? Big Yeti things. Yes. I was right. Like a humanoid Yeti... Well, human plan. 2 legs, 2 arms, upright, head on top. Covered in white fur. So like a human... polar bear with big claws, but it's also got tusks for some reason. I imagine they're vestigial. They don't look like they're even big enough to lock with an opponent of the same species for displays or for combat. They can't be for like foraging, like moving the snow out of the way or anything. So I imagine they're just vestigial. Although it's smuggler phase, okay. Odd that they are even still present at all. In any form. Another one of those weird forklift bulldozer truck thingies. Right, so who's that over there? Trooper phase, okay. Does that imply that there's... No, it's probably a night phase, isn't it? Well, one of these might be... I don't know, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Ah, consular phase, okay. Well, that is... It's a weird contraption, isn't it? imagine... Jedi Knight phase, okay. I imagine that Jedi Knight gets off here, but I... Trooper phase. Huh, that's weird. I wonder why the Trooper needs 2 phases. Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere else. They've just got 2 shuttles for no reason. I mean... It makes... It's... I like it because it's... it makes the place feel... lived in and used, and like if they've got the space and they had the traffic, then yeah, sure, why not put in 2 shuttle bays, 2 hangars for shuttles. Yeah. What is weird is having 2 trooper phases on opposite sides. Not sure.
I'm telling you, LT, getting out today is our best chance. Maybe our only chance.
Private Cree, I've noted your complaint. Twice. Now kindly put a sock in it before... Hey! See, guys? Just when it seems bleak, in walks a Jedi. Welcome.
I heard some pirates were making life difficult for you. Perhaps I can assist.
Sounds good to me. I'm Lieutenant Felix Oreso, the ranking officer.
A Jedi? So what? Captain Fallon will finish her off like he did Daskin Antilles.
The private is referring to a White Maw foot soldier who became a major player overnight. When Fallon and his followers started harassing the Outer Rim, they sent us in.
The LT forgot the best part, Jedi. Fallon can't die.
I doubt that. But even if it is true, there are worse things that you can happen to you than dying.
Everything that lives dies in its time.
We even collapsed an ice tunnel on Fallon. Next day, he's fighting us again.
Now he's stolen our thermal bore device. This is over. We're leaving today.
Enough back chat. All of you, dismissed. Sorry. They're getting twitchy. Fallon's putting up a fight, and he'll have plans for that thermal bore device.
A thermal bore device doesn't sound like a weapon.
The ice here is as thick as a Gamorrean skull. A thermal bore melts it fast for mining or building bases. Set that device in the wrong place, the ice shelf will crack, and this base is history. Recovering the thermal bore might help morale, but my guys won't fight Fallon again.
I can bring that device back for you.
I appreciate the help. If we don't get the device back, my guys will pack up and leave. Today. According to its transponder, the device is in an old Imperial science lab. It's not far. I'll be here, trying to stop a mutiny. Watch your back around Fallon, Jedi. I've seen him fight, and it's not pretty.
But is it good? Is he competent? Alright, we've got a bunch of other quests around here. But they're all heroics. Or which are all heroics. There's not really much need to call it, but... And there's a quest here.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Chonki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wanta humpa muri rava fupa ji pampawula.
Why would you position Twi'lek conscripts here? Why are they here other than to be prey to the Empire, I guess?
That's absolutely terrible.
Yo mata chipunu udupi. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya asubi mota uipa. Chobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
Sometimes violence is the only solution.
Janta luka. Uba ziki danti ruha. Yinga kijita. Nimni tanuv alelo kwekuta. Nocta chuna dobiela.
That's fine. I've walked into several traps so far, and I'm still here. People attempting to trap me are not, however.
Master Jedi, I can't tell you how glad I am you've arrived. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
This doesn't look like enough people to defend a cargo container, let alone a base.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Who's in command here?
As the most senior officer left, I've been trying to contact Republic Command. I don't know what to do here. We still have men in the field on a critical mission. Or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold. I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot, but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these. Fresh weapons and supplies. And they might make it back. And thank you.
Why would they need fresh weapons? Surely just fresh ammo would be sufficient. That's a lot of heroics. Is there another heroic around here somewhere? No, I don't think there was.
There is much to learn if you know where to look. Farewell, young Jedi.
What level is she? 41. I'm already way above her. I'm beyond you.
Ichuta. Tauz azulus uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe.
Have you been hurt?
Se gota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto. Chunki faguta. Jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wo grani tampio da pushi wompa. Pu tula musta.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll get them back for you. Sounds like a bad time otherwise.
I'd like to help, any way I can.
Agua topi basta wahota. Tauz azulus uval tung mi chakulka dimaji.
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
So I could just buy 20 Tauntaun domestication data here, or I could... What are you? Okay. Or I could use the Tauntaun lure.
Feel free to browse.
And spend the time.
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check.
Or I could talk to him and... hold on, that's a Tundra Tauntaun.
Appreciate your business.
Is it a
Nice
different
to see
type?
customers.
Yes, it is a
Can I
different
get you
type.
anything? Feel free to browse.
Presumably these are the different colours. Oh yeah, they're labelled and all. I'll pay attention to the labels above the characters, or the NPCs. That'll give me useful information, won't it? How many other instances like that have I walked past and just not paid any attention to? Stroke my Wookiee. So what do I want to do? Clearance permits. Speeder location. Oh, there's lots of space here, eh? Search for survivors. Rescue prisoners. Well, let's keep going over this way. There is something to do. Ion cannons, generators, entrance to a hangar. They've ripped this location from the films, haven't they? Which implies that these stay in place for 3,000 years between now, what the events happening here, and the events in the films. That's how roughly how long of a time gap there is. Oh wow, that's super weird. I suppose the fact that it's all hex based does allow them to reveal things in that kind of order, doesn't it? Got people at the generator. Well, it's power relay, so that's close. Wow. Ice Tromper. They're like giant. Oh wow, they've got 4 eyes. Big old horns. Discover the location. Oh, I guess I'll just start blasting then, eh? Really sure what I'm looking for. I mean, oh, is that it? Took a route to data pad. Alright. That'll probably be it, won't it? There we go, got a permit. Only 3 permits. Maybe it's a collection of permits. What was that? It was some kind of fleshy object. I've got no idea where it's gone. Splendid. So let's come down here, I guess. Explore that. Squared away. So obviously this thingy. Collection of thingies. Oh, gone past it. Ooh, hey, there's a thingy down there. Let's come back over this way, I guess. Surprised that my jet bike works in these temperatures. Maybe I retrofit it when I arrived. Retrofitted it before I arrived, or as I arrived, or something. Oh, hey, they've got horns up top as well. Now I would imagine that these are for shifting ice out of the way, ice and snow. That means these are probably for combat, mating combat, you know, establishing breeding rights and so on. And what they eat. What could they possibly be hiding under the snow that they would eat? Ooh, hey. Savage Wampa. Let's go. Oh, Kaizen can't earn points at the moment, can he? From the scorekeeper. Where's Kaizen? There he is. What are these? Ice cats. What do they prey upon?
Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Oric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Welcome, Mimo. Sorry to hear you're burned out, but hopefully you can relax here. I'm not going to be being very intense today, I don't imagine. We're on Hoth, you may be able to tell. We're searching for, well, we found some stranded soldiers who had been out getting long-range sensors back online, I think. You know, it hadn't occurred to me that there was a pun in there, but yes, things should be pretty chill on Hoth, the ice planet, I imagine. So this is the perfect place.
you been hurt?
No, just cold and sick of emergency rations.
Not that getting back to Auric Base will change that. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them. Which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base.
A lot of Imperials in the area just sounds like a target-rich environment to me. So I guess let's go round. Prowling ice cats, obviously also predatory. Well, I don't know necessarily that the stompers are predatory, but the ice cats definitely are. I've got no idea what they eat. It can't just be Imperials and Republic who happen to be on the planet, like preying upon life that they've got no guarantee of having around. It seems like a bad evolutionary direction to go in. So, is this stuff living under the snow, do you reckon? Like, just loads and loads of like lemmings and rabbits, or well, the Hoth version of lemmings and rabbits and so on. The buffered one off. Not really much point in going for him now. What's that? Ice Scrabbler liver. Oh right, it's a material. Okay. So materials. Miscellaneous. Ice Scrabbler livers. Rare. This succulent liver is used by biochemists to create exotic delicacies. Okay, so an ice scrabbler is presumably a kind of creature on Hoth. Let's assume that an ice scrabbler is like... Oh hey, dead Tauntaun. Let's assume that an ice scrabbler is some kind of rodent equivalent. I'm not counting Tauntaun because as a prey species, because they were brought to Hoth. They're not native to the planet. Because I think it even is mentioned in the films that Tauntauns can only handle up to a certain threshold of the temperatures that are possible on Hoth. And that's why Han's Tauntaun dies whilst he's out on it. In Empire. The colour is not helping these indicator beacons, is it? Particularly the blue indicator. The green, of course, has got a little bit of a different colour to it compared with the snow, but okay. Blue ones struggle to stand out, don't they? Should be right in the middle of this. Why have I not discovered this object? Oh, there we go. Why was it necessary to have... Although, that said, on Quesh there was a 1 hex-sized discoverable area. That was the last one that I found, because it was the only place left. Because, like, sometimes on maps you'll find a few hexes here and there which don't get revealed in the normal course of exploration, and usually all that's going on there is it's just a bit that is completely inaccessible to players ordinarily, and it gets filled in when the rest of the map gets discovered once you've found everywhere. There was one area on Quesh. It was called something like Someone's Infinite Loop. And it was just like a small courtyard that was completely empty except for a chest. And it was just a really weird experience. Oh, cool. One last thing. Where's the... Oh, here. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this Chiss recon person. Ouch. Just have a nap. Alright. Snipers to be doing this. You'd think it would be like slicers or something if they're messing with the comms relays or something. We do have this mission, but I think I'm going to go back to base because there's a few hand-ins, and what I'm thinking is probably going to happen is I'll get given some more quests when I'm in here that will lead us over this direction, hopefully. I guess we'll find out. The shape of these things reminds me of nothing so much as a tortoise. I didn't notice these before, but I wonder how anyone gets into them. So there's like some kind of tunnel passageway here. Is it in there? No, I don't think it is. I think... I think that they're under here, not inside there. I think that they're like in line with this. So quite how anyone gets down into those gunnery positions. It's basically a walking fortress, isn't it? Look at the weapons it's got. I don't know, maybe you go along into here and then down into this bit and then along out into these, because this hole here, there's no way that that's big enough for someone to walk in, is it? that's a crawl space. That's like 4 or 5 feet across. So it's quite impressive that it's holding the whole cockpit up, really. And it's got to have power relays going into the weapons. So that'll be quite large power conduits in there, along with, you know, any other power that needs to come in here. Is it a pilot? Do you pilot something that has legs? I feel that there needs to be a new term or a different term if you're driving something that has legs. But because there won't be a generator in here. It'll just have one central generator, I imagine. Probably under here, slung under the compartment, because I don't think that they'd put it. Well, it might be above. There's a lot more space above, isn't there? That's quite a high arch across here. Thinking about it, it's more likely that the generator is up in the roof, isn't it? Anyway, that's 5 minutes looking at that walker thing. What are they worth to you then? What of a shitty thing to do?
I'm pleased I could help.
Upa tomti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki.
I wonder what my light side. Oh wow, I'm max light side. But there's. Is there. Well, it's got next tier 100,000, which I'm fairly close to. I wonder what. And 250 dark side points.
You made it! Welcome back. With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Master Jedi, we're honored that you took the time to help us. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
A few more men and an early warning system aren't going to save this base from the Empire.
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
You're completely pathetic. Stay calm. I'll go and smash the Imperial.
There's no need
attack.
to panic. I can answer the distress signal.
Thank you. I don't know what we'd do if you weren't here. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
I imagine there'll be flares going up, but it will not be... They will not be mine. What did this guy want me to do? And have I done it? I don't think I have I? Oh, I can't go back in. Alright then. It seems like an awfully large space to keep heated. And I'm just gonna pretend that they keep the doors closed or there's some kind of heat field over to stop the place just hemorrhaging warmth.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
You're not in danger of being overwhelmed here. What's the problem?
Ah, that's trouble. Yeah, that would be, that's a good trick. That was a clever thing that the Imperials almost managed to do there. Why is the comms relay out? Well, maybe it's a comms relay for everything, eh? You could just have another comms relay. This distance is basically the same. Why do the comms need to go out to here and then to the base? Surely they can get a connection between the power relay station and the base. Like, there's nothing in the way. It's just snow. Maybe it's all wired or something. Who knows? Ow! Cut that out. There we go. Kaiser was being very polite, waiting for him to stop being stunned. And then gave him a bonk. No, thank you. What was that? What kind of bizarre approach was that? I mean, I suppose it did make my attack miss, because it was a bloody stupid thing to attempt. Oh, I'm out of range. Right. This guy's tough, isn't he? There we go, that's him done then. Oh, hey. New trousers. I do wish that Jedi Sages could have outfits that aren't just robes, so that'd be nice. Move him away from the explosive barrel in case he gets hit by it. Very considerate of you. I'm just going to pretend that they have doors. Otherwise, this space would be fucking freezing. This looks like it's been damaged, doesn't it? It still wants me to... Oh, right, there we go. Activate the relay, okay.
It worked! When I got a transmission from the Talls, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Kresh Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is going to be fabulous for morale.
That is truly excellent news.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
How far away are they? Why didn't your long-range sensors detect an Imperial attack?
They're in the geothermal plant in Crescent Canyon. We don't have any sensors near there. The Ordelans were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
I know where I'm going next.
I'll go see what can be done to save these colonists.
Thank you. Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found him. Good luck.
So those are the little blue elephant creatures. Oh, it's not far away, is it? I was expecting Crescent Canyon to be like down here or something. Peaceful Plains, High Mount Ridge, Glacial Fissure, Starship Graveyard. Crystal. Solid blue crystal formation. Still not convinced that the appearance in game of the crystals that you like point your detector thingy at are blue. I think that they're silver, if anything. Oh, it's a bonus objective here. Okay. Well, I imagine that there'll be Imperials inside as well. But might as well take advantage of the ones out here whilst they're out here. Piece of gear that I can use. Might be. I should check. No. Oh well. There was this though. Oh. This happens to look exactly the same as an object which you can get stuff out of. It's nice of them to reuse the icon, just to confuse people, eh? I was like, I wonder what dropped a reward bag like that. But it turns out, nothing. It was a lie. A trick. Oh, thanks. You can tell it's warm because it's got red light in it. That's how this works. I mean, to a degree, that is kind of how it works. Low-level space eaters do glow red, or some do, anyway. Not a very big area, is it? thought a colony would take up more space and have like living quarters and stuff. But this just looks super industrial. It's called Torrid. But he's at home, I reckon.
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, a peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's how this worked, isn't it? Peaceful settlers hanging out on Hoth, attacked by the Empire, subjugated. Hey, we've brought peace! Because there's nobody left to fight us. Interesting definition of peace, isn't it? A little bit disingenuous. Be nice if I could destroy these, or at least like reprogram the projectors.
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, a peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
Tell you what would be funny is to slice the program that's projecting him and dress him in something else. Just like clown costume, tutu, scuba gear, whatever you feel like. None of what we've seen so far looks anything like what I would describe as living spaces. Maybe there's a living space in here, but like it just feels like storage space, like industrial storage spaces. That's how this place reads to me. Still a bit mystified by how a Jedi mind crushes a droid, but okay. I just have to pretend that something similar occurs to the droid. Probably. So, is anything in here? Well, this is a big space to try and keep heated as well, isn't it? Long range, okay. Right, trash man.
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, a peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
Wish you'd shut up. Poor guy. Still, I mean, there's doors, I guess, into other parts of the complex, I suppose. Maybe that's where all the living space is, but then what's the purpose of all of these rooms? What do you do with them? Is it industrial production of something? Doesn't seem to be like any growing space for food. What is this space for? What's the purpose of any of the machinery? Oh, there's another door over there. Okay, so that's 2 doors out of this room that might lead to somewhere. Oh, there's another door. Okay, 3, maybe 4, and there might... No, there's not a door over there, is there? So, oh, 5. Okay, so there's 5 doors out of this big old space here. That's a display of ships. I think that's the class of ship that my consular has. I don't recognize the others, but they might be the ships that the other 4 classes... Well, maybe. They might be. No, hold on. The Jedi Knight has the same design of ship, doesn't he? Or don't they? Don't know why there's a 4th ship design. But this place doesn't look like it has anything to do with ships. It's not a social space either, because there's no decorations.
The Republic has left you alone to die, frozen in the Outer Rim. Surrender, and the Empire will get you back to the core.
They settled out here. They want to be here, you fuck nugget. They didn't. The Republic didn't leave them out here to die. They came out here to be in somewhere cold for some reason, but they made the choice. There's no one here. Go away.
Don't be afraid. I'm not with the Empire. I came to help you.
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
I didn't know there was some kind of time limit on daring rescues.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you, if you only let us.
What? Listen, telling someone that's been tortured that talking was a stupid thing to do is not a good thing to do. It's not kind.
When did you tell him this? Maybe we can still stop him if we hurry.
No, it's his fault.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
Go. But the Empire hasn't won yet. There's still time to save your people if you're willing to try.
So it's not actually a space that we can interact with or enter. Okay.
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
Shut up.
Everyone in Auric Base is in danger, Lieutenant. The Empire is planning to use the Ortolan's mine as a huge bomb.
What? Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
I won't have to try.
The Force will be with me.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded and Kolto tanks. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
The Force being with me is not the reason that I said I won't need to try. The fact that I can bring to bear a truly ludicrous amount of violence is the reason that I said I won't need to worry. But sure, we'll go with your thing, game. I'm gonna have to fight my way out, aren't I?
Republic soldiers, your base has been destroyed. You are stranded and outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire.
He's speaking a bit too soon, isn't he? Wait, how has he got control of the comm waves? Was the Republic on this planet being led by idiot monkeys before I arrived?
Victory for the Empire. The Republic anarchists have been utterly crushed. Finally, peace can come to the colonists of Hoth.
I feel like making all of the NPCs that you... I feel like the writing overall and all of the NPCs that you meet being barely competent has gone too far in the direction of making the NPCs weak. Like, I think the decision was made to make your player character stronger by comparison to the NPCs that they meet, or like that was the goal, and the way that they achieved it or approached it was to make the NPCs and like the other characters in the story who are responsible for things getting to this point that we don't meet or talk to or know the names of, like the previous commander of the Republic base here, who apparently has died in an attack. Making all of them barely competent does a disservice to everyone. Like, it does a disservice to those characters, it does a disservice to the Republic as a whole, and their competency. It also does a disservice to our character, because, like, if you seem awesome in comparison to someone that's a bit garbage and can't really do their job, you're only awesome because they're rubbish. If you are awesome in comparison to someone who is incredibly competent and a remarkably good leader, strategist, etc., then the fact that they lost makes their opponent seem much more dangerous, and it makes our character that much more incredible for accomplishing something which the NPCs couldn't manage. So making the NPCs, the unseen NPCs, along with the ones that we do meet, making all of them incompetent, it's lazy. It's probably lazy. It's bad writing. It's not something that I enjoy particularly. Also not really on board with the way that it makes our character seem like the only remarkable person or capable person in this half of the galaxy. Like, presumably the other stories, the other main characters of, like, the other classes, the smuggler, the trooper, the Jedi Knight, presumably they're also doing their thing concurrent with our Jedi Consular doing... Oh, hey. Exploration mission. Concurrent with our Jedi Consular doing their thing. And presumably they're, you know, out there doing things and affecting things and being competent. But it's a very rugged individualist, like, I'm the only person capable of doing anything, making any progress, making any significant changes. It's not a message that I like. I would rather be playing a game where, maybe not I'm part of a team, but certainly where, like, not a direct team where it's my character and a squad-based game with, like, Kaizen and Zenith and Theron all in play at the same time, all working together, but more like in a general way, with everyone that you meet all working together effectively working together towards the same goal, like, and you're helping them cover for things that weaknesses that they have, and they cover for weaknesses that your character has, and, like, everyone works together. And also, if you do that, you have more opportunities for interpersonal stuff. Like, your character needs to sort out, be a diplomat, a go-between, between competent but, like, characters that don't gel very well and work together very well. Like, get everyone working together and accomplishing things. I would find that a much more satisfying and engaging story.
Hamanahinga nakaka manalak lagi napi kibaraka kam perim ganam pagyang manikhikapukam raga memua inubunyan temabakam kananya.
So you think there's something more to this, then?
Manuk marakanaja ki namapam yak manana nulilak apajam kamgam amkanemnang ampanemnang memua inok mem amak kupkap kramanik umnug kiga mayamak.
Consider it done.
Nayanam ramkam kala amkamani mani libikbak memgam gamginia geguan amnerna harnak.
Maybe it's the lesser spotted Hoth cuddle bear that is just really lonely and springs upon... Where the hell is the... Down here, okay. Maybe the thing that got his men is the lesser spotted Hoth cuddle bear. Very lonely, and when it sees someone else, anyone else, it goes and wraps them in a comforting hug. It's inconvenient for explorers and, you know, people who are trying to do service work, but no one can really find it in themselves to throw off the cuddle bear. It just seems cruel to stop cuddling the very lonely cuddle bear. That's what I've decided it is. Even if we go and find a bunch of dead bodies, I've decided that it is a species that we never see anywhere else, or any mention of them. But there'll be a bonus objective of killing Empire, won't there? Oh, okay. I probably could have come round the other way, couldn't I? So perhaps you can tell me why everything appears to be fine in here.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Orderlands have betrayed us.
You were at Auric Base, weren't you? How did you get here ahead of me?
The lieutenant sent me here right after you left.
Sure.
We intercepted a transmission from Supervisor Aldo to Coral Torrent, telling him you were on your way.
You overheard this right after I left? As in, before I even got to Crescent Canyon?
Well, I was hoping you'd cooperate, but I guess we'll do this the other way.
Where you get blasted to pieces, eh? Something purple. I wonder what that is. Steadfast shield. Okay.
Don't kill me. You've got to understand. I had no choice.
Did you?
You should take responsibility for your own decisions.
The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
And you believed them?
Did the Empire's offer specify you'd be alive?
It was more of a chance than what the Republic was offering me. What happens to me now?
You get court-martialed, I imagine.
I'll have someone come get you.
Wait, you're...
Lieutenant, send someone to pick up Private Falk. And tell them to keep an eye on him.
Falk? What the... There's a strike team on its way. That's another one I owe you, I guess. Thanks.
You're leaving me on Hoth? Couldn't you just shoot me?
Hey, welcome. Oh, Cyan Bro. Cool. The colour of the text of your name is difficult to make out against the white background, so I needed to peer closely at the screen. Welcome, Cyan Bro. I'm just tearing through Imperials. A few things are more satisfying. Oh, eliminate Imperial forces. Good-o. That's a bonus objective. Yes, pull out a sword and charge at a Jedi. That's a good idea. They won't end up with you dead. Well, there is no scenario here where she doesn't end up dead. But closing to melee distance with a Jedi just seems like it would accelerate that. I mean, I've complained about this before. The frankly psychotic self-confidence that all these enemies seem to have when confronted with your player character. But that's not unique to this game. Can I get them both? Yes, I can. Aha! Get force quaked. Before I came online, ooh, I used black background. That color, what color works well with white? Blue, possibly? I'm not sure. Red seems to work quite well. Admiral Mimo was in earlier, and his name's in red, and I could read that very clearly. But no worries about changing your name color. I don't mind. I haven't really thought about what background colour I use, so I was just on the default. That's coral. Of course his name can't be spelled normally like Carl. It's coral. Coral torn. Right there, shitbag. You ready for some ultra-violence?
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here.
I could say the same to
Surrender
you.
your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
Same to you.
I came here to stop you. This won't end peacefully.
Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless? Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
I wouldn't say that this is pointless, going through with this. If I go through with this, I get to beat the shit out of you. That's an excellent point. Okay.
They can't leave Hoth, so it's better to blow them to bits?
I see that we're not going to be able to have an intelligent discussion here.
Well, that's up to you, not me.
I'll make this quick and painless.
I'm good, thanks. Why am I stuck still? There we go. I've got allies to help. Not that they're actually doing anything, or would even be helpful if they were. But it's interesting that this time we've got a collection of people coming to help who we saved earlier. That hasn't been done before, I don't think. Oh, they're just here to talk after the action. Alright.
That was a mother of a fight.
Not really.
I can't believe we stopped them in time.
Alright, well, to be generous, I'll just pretend that you did get involved and help. It didn't really seem like that was the case, though.
There was more to this than lucky timing.
There was lots of violence. Well, let's not go that far.
Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to explode.
Good idea. I mean, you could also, but yeah. If one of us needs to do an active thing, it's of course going to be me. Why can't I get on the holocom? Oh, it's probably because I'm underground, isn't it? The reception, I imagine. Oh yeah. Now, whilst we're down here, let's do the other missions in the area. And we'll pretend that the in-universe way that things went was I went straight back here and told him that he could stop trying to evacuate the base. Oh, maybe I couldn't have come around this way. If I'd wanted to on the way in. Fair enough. I wonder why I haven't discovered this area yet. Oh, there we go. Dower Mountain. It's not really a mountain, is it? That's overstating things a bit, I think. Ice fern, interesting. I wonder whether this is something you can interact with if you're a different archetype. Oh hey. So did I not pick those up? I thought I did. Right, come across a bridge it seems. Everyone wants to get involved, eh? Alright. It's interesting that there's a path down there, but there's nothing marked on the main map. This is awkward. It's convenient, a rock bridge. Whether it's possible to get back up again. Oh, it is. Well, kind of. That seems... Okay, maybe not then. Alright. That's a bit annoying. More ice Scrabbler liver. Is that what it was called? Ice Scrabbler? Ice something. Yeah, ice Scrabbler. What's this mission again? Seismic disruption, seismic raiders. Okay. I wonder if there's any Sith operating on the planet. Surprising. Check that out. Group phase. I should have directed Kaizen to take the Alpha Strike because he's the one that's not squishy as compared with me. Surprise! It's lots of force to the face. That's presumably a group phase area, just so that the objective is always available for people coming in wanting to complete the quest, which is a good idea in game design terms, I think. Short work of them, didn't we? As usual. Ah, we're finally on the White Moor. The people that we actually came to the planet for. Tech Junkie. That's an interesting appellation. Hello. Sit down. Don't sneak up on people. Stop that. Hello. A blue thing. Oh, ice Scrabbler liver. Okay. Must be a delicacy or something. It's not just aliens who are in the White Maw, right? There are humans, aren't there? Hello. It's probably a humanoid anyway. Yes, I can see you there. Who are these? Ah, Captain Fallon. So he's the leader. We'll go and talk to him. He'll threaten us, and try some bravado, and we won't be impressed. And then it will devolve to fighting, and I'll kick his ass. It'd be nice if we could just skip to the ass kicking bit. But let him talk for a bit first. I suppose it is his last words. Gotta be polite about that sort of thing, eh? May as well finish them off, eh?
Jedi. Perfect. You must be looking for me.
That's a lot
Captain
of scars.
Fallon. Soon to command every pirate on Hoth. But you don't have to kneel or anything.
Please lay down your weapons and tell your men to do the same.
Well, since you ask so nicely, no. I was flattered. A whole coalition army sent just to kill me. But it got old. So I'm glad for something new.
Do you mean death?
Nice day, pretty lady. Maybe I'll let you go. For now. Better hurry before the device goes off.
I'd rather stay and kill you.
The device could kill hundreds of people if it cracks the ice shelf.
That's kind of the idea. Can't say I didn't give you a chance. I'm unique. The galaxy hasn't seen a man like me since Nock Drayan wiped out half the Hutt cartel in one night. My legend's just begun. How about being the first Jedi I ever kill?
Nah, I'm good. You won't have the distinction of being the first egotist that I kill. Oh well. Sorry about your legend. Let's have the thermal bore back, shall we?
If Fallon hadn't forced my hand, we could have taken him prisoner.
Always goes the same way, doesn't it? Although I'm surprised that that one had an option, dark side option, to skip the formalities and just go straight to the fighting. There aren't usually options like that. the stuff here? Oh no, we need to rescue prisoners, don't we? Alright, let's do that. The rather useless Twi'lek conscripts who just serve to... oh hey, it's a group phase. Just serve to be rescue targets. It's got to sting a bit, hasn't it? So it's not like, what was it, Fallon? Yeah. I was kind of thinking that Fallon might be like someone that you'd never seen the face of. He was always in a helmet, always with like distinctive armor on or something, with like a rank, or like always with a distinctive gun or type of combat. And people had just been wrongly identifying a series of people as Valen, or maybe they were deliberately claiming to be Valen, like a sequence of people were claiming the name to make it appear as though Valen or Fallon was more difficult to kill than he was, because it's a good demoralization trick if you can keep it going. But no, just a guy covered in scars, which means to me that he was just lucky this whole time. I keep hearing this like kind of echoey whoop, whoop sort of noise in the background, and it reminds me of nothing so much as if you listen to Holy Diver by Dio, the intro before it actually gets to the music has sounds like that. I think it's supposed to be like a spook. Well, in Dio's Holy Diver, I think it's supposed to be a kind of spooky indicator that something supernatural is going on. Of course, the video is from the 80s, like 83, I think. So it's very, very 80s. But I enjoy it. I like Dio, and I like the song, and I like the sound effects in it. So it's good when I hear the sounds in the background on this planet. It reminds me of a song of which I'm very fond. Is he... Oh, I didn't get to see before he died. I just wanted to check whether he had any kind of support, or whether he was under his butt, or whether he was supporting his weight by the handles and these foot pedals and nothing else, which, if you ask me, is a terrible way of supporting your weight on an in-place gun like that. Cannot possibly be comfortable. I've collected quite a lot of stuff, haven't I? I should sell some of it. Behold, my stuff. Halfway there, and then we can shuttle out. So I'm interpreting these as some kind of torpedo or missile, but I've got no idea what launches them. Do you stand them up on their end and they a self-contained fuel system inside, and they launch and guide themselves? Do you launch them from something? Is there some kind of... Do you stick them on the end of one of these barrels, and then firing this launches them? I can't think of this as being anything other than a weapon because of its shape and the fact that it's always around other weapons when you find it. I can't really tell what its function is, like how it functions, how it gets launched. Imperial Gorilla Specialist. Specializes in dealing with gorillas. Didn't think there were gorillas in Star Wars. Some kind of alien ape, probably, but not gorillas specifically. I'm making a joke. A pun or play on words. Off you go. Hope you don't get captured again. That would be embarrassing. It's a big area, this, isn't it? Leg. There we go, leg itched. There aren't that many of them around, are there? I was expecting there to be more. Or that they'd be easier to find and closer together. Oh, there's one. We'll kill him. have the grave misfortune of being in the way, kind of. Oh, there's another. Silver, that's why he's not going down very easily. That makes sense. Don't know how you pulled it off, but you got those men home. Thank you. No problem. Now I'm going to get home with a shuttle. Probably way quicker than those men that I rescued, but never mind.
Report your ailments.
Maybe that would be worth keeping a hold of, just for the sake of giving to another character that actually does use a shield once they get high enough level. Yeah.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Because it is a piece of purple gear. Oh, there's a hand in there. Alright, well, I guess I'll do that afterwards.
Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. We've got Private Falk in custody now. He'll be under guard until his court-martial. I still can't believe it. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
Put the General through. I'll speak with him now.
Thank you, Master Jedi. One moment. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command. General, do you read me?
Ando here. Ah, you must be the Jedi I've heard so much about. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
Bingo, bongo, boom. Laskin is useless, jeez. Throw him under the bus.
The Lieutenant held this place together through the worst possible circumstances. He deserves a promotion.
That's good advice. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby granted the rank of Captain, effective immediately. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
I hope to see you again. We could certainly use more people like you. Good luck out there. Ando out.
I wonder whether he... Alright, that's repeatable, isn't it? I wonder whether he demotes Laskin if you trash talk him. Oh, hey. There's another thing to do here. Let's go do it. Do it. Do it. I don't know that I can really do the voice for a proper Palpatine. Do it. Do it. I probably need to watch the scene again several times.
Hey, you're back. With one thermal bore device, safe and sound. Maybe I can salvage this up after all. Seems Captain Fallon met his match. Guess we softened him up for you, huh?
Oh, he wasn't a match for me.
Your men held out against a strong enemy without reinforcements. No easy task.
Thank you for this. You're Really not how I imagined a Jedi Master to... sorry, priority call.
That's fine. Saves me from your awkward compliment.
Thought I'd find you skulking there, Jedi. You're gonna pay for that insult. You and the Republic.
That's interesting.
It seems I didn't hit you hard enough.
Now you never will. We just found the heat exchanger for all the Republic bases. Might have ransomed it back, too. But since you crossed me, it's history. And you all freeze.
That son of a... My men will be back from exercise soon. They can't know Fallon's alive.
I saw Fallon die. I felt it.
I'm not calling you a liar, but that was Fallon. I'm positive. My men can't find out. I could take them to pick off Fallon's scouting parties, build up their morale, but everyone will die without that heat exchanger.
Then we'll split the work. Clearly my job's not done. I will continue.
If Fallon really is alive, I need those scouting parties gone. Leave the rest to me.
You're right. Sorry, I've been doing stuff single-handed. The heat exchanger's in this location.
Understandable.
There's a Republic outpost here. We can use while we're tracking those scouts. Come report to us when the exchanger's safe. I don't believe in ghosts, but this is... good luck.
Is it clones, do you reckon? Or ridiculously advanced healing technology?
Best post exchange around. You need it, we got it.
I do actually have things
Good luck out
that I want to sell, but...
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check. Appreciate your business. Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check.
Has he got stuff that I might need? I should try and remember that he's here.
Appreciate your business.
I think there are some things, some recipes that require parts that I haven't seen as rewards for crew skill missions, or come out of archaeology finds. So where do we want to go? Here, I guess. Want a speeder or a taxi?
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Be safe out there.
Coming back to this is a bit awkward, isn't it? Might have to get off here, double back, and then back again. It's not really ideal. There isn't, like, I can't just hop off now. That would be handy, but impractical to code for the game designers, I imagine. Oops, wrong button. This, I think. Yeah. Allowed to mount in here.
Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam. Yan peru amka. Kalami nayakira. Nebua ripok. Jukaki mem panino. Amka bina bek memno kimgam.
Okay. Okay, I was half expecting that to be leading into a sequence of quests where he sends you out to solve a bunch of different things. But, so I don't need to worry. I do just want to see about discovering this area here before we continue. Hopefully it's just the one bit that needs discovering. There we go. This is Crescent Canyon, I guess. Imaginatively named. Although in fairness, for the most part, place names are just a local dialect or language word for that geological feature. Like a lot of rivers are just called river, but in a slightly older language. Jedi Knight phase just in there, okay. Or the Sahara means desert, so saying Sahara Desert is just the same as saying desert desert.
Puna hota. Pidi do tenya go kaka jujo. Da biska ku paliia. Chicos pa ini kudat iji liska chanagawa.
What happens now?
Uchusa yo mata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. I at ambumpa o shura mokili moklanki.
It's my duty to serve.
Urishani no solo. Che chopa kuma ni umpi put malia bedwana ni bobo.
Ah, Stims vendor.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything?
Still not got any better stims than this.
Feel free to browse.
I don't know what kind of stim vendor I'd need to talk to get the most recent top-notch stim. Oh, melancholy.
This doesn't sound like a wise course of action. That doesn't seem right at all.
Everyone steps if you cut the head off. Yeah, no one's unstoppable if you take the head off. Well, I imagine there are a few, but they're unusual corner cases. I don't think Gamorreans with special stims are unstoppable if you take their heads off.
Of course I'll do it.
I shall. Oh yeah, there's another person to talk to over here, isn't there?
Well, this is a surprise. I'm sorry to say, you've just arrived in the least important outpost in the sector, Master Jedi. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
Have we got a new thermal burrower or something? That will make this the hottest spot on Hoth? Or a nuke?
They contacted you? There's likely some trickery involved.
I agree with you completely. Ordinarily I wouldn't trust it, but Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
So do I. But if it's true, we haven't got much time before he and his data disk are gone. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
By we, you mean me. I mean, yes. But he's got to stay here in command and stand around doing nothing, I suppose.
If he's telling the truth, it's too great an opportunity to pass up.
Thank you, Master Jedi. This mission is way beyond anything my people could manage. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can. But if it does look like a trap, get out.
Oh, right, I need to choose one of these. Make an inconsequential choice. That is a cool set of armor. Oh, she's a Jedi Shadow. Wonder where she got the gear. I'm still on this. Skirts and stuff.
See you at the mess hall last night. Missed out on some good eating. Boy, those Orlans know how to cook. They made this tauntaun stew.
Ooh. I'll stick with my field rations, thanks.
I hear they're preparing something special tomorrow. Don't know how you make a wampa taste good, but if anyone can do it.
Seriously, stop.
Hey, I figure after all the troops they've been munching on, it'll be nice to finally return the favor.
So apparently one of them is a vegetarian or something? I wonder where I find the tauntaun. What was it? It's like a juvenile tauntaun, I think. Has a chance to lure out a protective tauntaun when fed to a fawn in a tauntaun nest. Defend the nest to collect domestication data. Nectar-rich fruits are scarce in icy climates, making them an attractive snack for growing tauntauns. Animal handlers use these fruits as lures in order to befriend and domesticate wild tauntauns. I don't know that I buy that. Also, how exactly does life evolve on an ice planet like this? I mean, clearly it's warm enough that people dressed warmly can manage, but it doesn't feel like the conditions are right for life like this, or like the, what are they called? Ice cats or something. Or even tauntauns to evolve. Froststalker, okay. Maybe all of these have been shipped to Hoth from other planets. But there would still need to be something for them to eat once they're here. Because there wouldn't be a way for them to survive out of captivity or domestication otherwise. Unless they draw their power from the sun or something. Solar powered. Stompy creatures. Hello, recon droid. You're awfully close. Scouts have discovered a major Imperial reconnaissance operation at Vantage Hills in Highmount Ridge. A battalion of droid guards has been spotted protecting scout droids and whatever data they hold. The information stored in these droids could be highly valuable in understanding the Empire's movements and initiatives on Hoth. Collect any encrypted data found on the scout droids and look for a decryption code on any nearby personnel. Return all secured information to Outpost Senth for immediate evaluation. Scanners detect a hostile presence in this area, transmitting mission parameters. You've uncovered a major Imperial reconnaissance operation at Vantage Hills in High Mount Ridge. Disrupt their operation and find out what the Imperials are planning. Clear the area of Imperial droids. Okie dokie. There we go. Just hoping to keep you warm on this ice planet. Bit of fire. Warm the cockles of your heart. Or maybe just burn you. I'll be honest, I'm not fussed. Which ends up happening. Ice beam. Really? Kill 14 Imperials? That's an odd number. It's usually in 5s, isn't it? Oh, that's the person we're after, eh? Just Defector's corpse. That's a shame. A green drop. Snow-cap a mountain. A mountain on Hoth capped with snow? What an unusual sight this must be. Vantage Hills. What are we after here? Defeat Imperial droids. Okay. It's easy enough. far apart as they could have been, and still within range of one single quake. But oh well. Isn't there supposed to be, like, drops from some of these droids that would... give me their, data? Or is it... no, that's not something I can interact with, is it? It's just a weird, like, tech thing that's sticking up out of the snow. Thanks, cousin. Acquire what was it? Encrypted data from Imperial scout droids. So it is these that I want, but they weren't dropping any data earlier when I was attacking them. Oh, there we go, encrypted data. Because you're not dropping at a 1-to-1 ratio. How long do I have to dick around here for destroying recon droids? That was one set of data. Oh, there's another. Oh, come on. There's a whole bunch of them. Dropping anything though. Oh, there we go. Any more around? If I go too far over that direction, I'll start getting fatigue damage. Oh hey, there was a drop. I didn't notice because of the snow. I'm 2 off. Ugh. What a miserable quest. Okay, there's 3 more. Do you reckon the odds are that they'll drop 2 so I can get lost? There's 1 at least. Better than 0. Fingers crossed this one drops something as well. Well, drops encrypted data, that's actually what I want it to drop, after all. Ah! It has dropped. Splendid. Now I just need an access code from an operations commander. Where's he hanging out? There weren't any operations commanders in here. It's all droids. What are you on about? Oh, there we go. There's a thing there on the back. Aha! Operations Commander. Splendid. Teleport him in when I needed one. That's handy. Or was he watching this whole time? And only when I got close to this was he like, I need to step in. Doesn't care about destroying all of the droids I smashed. But I get close to his little tower thingy. Oh no, gotta step in. Alright, let's continue south, shall we? When I'll get back on actual lightsabers instead of just Adascorp heavy blades over and over. Lost Tauntaun. So I probably need Tauntaun nests, and these might be Tauntaun nests over here. Possibly. No, that's not a Tauntaun nest at all. This is Dread Seed. There's a... According to the map, there's a thing here that I can interact with. Archaeology, solid blue crystal formation. Hiding out. Somewhere around here, but it's probably inside this rock. Alright, never mind. Oop. Avoid that wampa entirely by accident. Why is there a teleport, well, not a teleport point, but a load point, oh no, a shuttle drop-off point here. That's a little bit weird. Cover the supplies. Let's do that. Tromper, not Stomper. Okay. Ice Tromper Mammoth. Okay, so they're just on the ground. I don't have to kill people and get the drops from them. That's handy. There's a Wampa next to a crystal for some reason. Maybe it likes the crystal. Oh no, it's wandered off. Let's nip in quickly. Steal the crystal before it notices. Leg it. Defeat Whitemore pirates. Oh, okay. Stage 1, drive them out. How many stages are there, do you reckon? Ooh, a Gamorrean. You don't really see them leading things, do you? And yet this one is a foreman. Oh, hello. No, thank you. Drop anything. Are there any left here? I can't imagine the Wampa count is as Whitemore pirates, do they? Oh, there's more over there. That's alright then. We killed everyone here. Some kind of compound. Fort. Oh, maybe not a fort, but something kind of an industrial complex. Got all the pipes. How do we get in? Or is it here? Do we get in there? Seems like we need to be on that side of the wall anyway. For whatever that is. Jedi Knight face, okay. To Tromper Crags geothermal plant. Oh Apparently that wasn't a Whitemore pirate. Doesn't count. Maybe it's because I'm not in the right area. Defeat Whitemore overseers. Oh, maybe it's because he was an overseer. He didn't count as a pirate. Alright. I reckon the third stage will be defeat Whitemore foreman, like the Gamorrean we saw. Why do you need walls like this? Why do you need walls this tall? Why do they need bracing on the inside? Is the bracing all that good, even? Like, it seems like it's a fairly small surface area, and you're bracing on, what, packed ice? Snow? Maybe a bit of rock? These walls are very well designed. Oops. Oh, it is strong. It's just not an overseer, so we don't care. Here's an overseer, though. Hopefully it'll just be the one foreman. Not that it's difficult to defeat them, just I imagine they're quite rare. Final stage, driving them out. Defeat Whitemore foreman and loot his dog tags. I thought so. Is it? There isn't an area indicator for that one. Like, I know where there is a foreman. He was over here, wasn't he? It'd be nice if I found another foreman. Yeah. It's a weird tracked vehicle, isn't it? Why it needs to be streamlined like that? Is it just the aesthetics? Breathes in Spanish. Quite sure what that was in response to. Oh, it's Ravenforce! Sorry, there was someone talking earlier who has exactly the same shade of green text. Welcome, Ravenforce. Hello. Nice to have you along again. I'm super busy. Good to see I'm streaming. Yeah, I've just been plugging along. We're on Star Wars: The Old Republic now, as you can see. It's been a while. Yeah, been a while since. I don't remember what the last game you would have seen me playing. I have good memories of that game. Cool. Well, as you can see, I am a Jedi Sage. I am a little over level for the area. 30 levels over the intended level for the area. But that's fine. I've been just a bit, yeah. just a smidge. I've been doing every quest that I can find, hence the rather intense level difference. Although I don't really benefit from it as much as I would if this were a game that didn't bring your level down to maximum for the area. Like if this were WoW, I'd be out-leveled. I'd have out-leveled the area and just be ruffle stomping these guys. So I think it's good that the game functions the way it does. Well, I need to get quite a long way in, don't I? Wonder whether I'll find a Whitemore Foreman on the way. Hopefully. So upset. I was just trying to help them warm up. Bit of nice fire for a cold day on Hoth. Oh, hey, there's a chest back there. Trevor, but like spacey, so Trevor. That makes it sci-fi. He's obviously an objective for someone else. Because he's got a name. He's a quest objective. But he's standing right next to a big security chest. And that means I am compelled. I have no other choice but to come and spoil his day. Luckily, Kaizen is capable of standing up to the damage. I suppose he's not big enough to be a champion that's intended for group play, is he? Usually the champion level things that have like hilariously outdamaged me have been really big droids or monsters. So I don't think there was any danger of him. My name is not Raven, it's Raven. Yeah. Let's have all of that. Oh, that's a thing I can give as a gift. Let's have that. Alright, well, sell trash items, please. I'll be gone for a minute. And hopefully I won't get myself into any fights that I can't win between now and then. I can imagine I can take these guys. So thank you, stay over there please. There we go. I managed that. I can function without Kaizen or any crew member holding my hand, protecting me. That's how things started. Oh, welcome back. That's a relief. Group phase. A across the map from here, which is not visible on this map at all. Okay. Okay, game. Not seeing any foremen. Bit of a shame. Means I'll have to double back. Although there's lots of overseers, so I probably didn't need to worry about finding all of them whilst I was still outside. Or finding the 3 that I needed to defeat whilst I was still outside. So, surprise, we have visitors. Icy exploding barrel. How they managed it on Hoth? It's not like you can just grab a bunch of snow and put it in a barrel and go, there we go. That's a frost barrel. Go away. Picks up a stick and they completely forget about social distancing. It's disgraceful. Oh, hello. Nice dude. Jedi Sage. Like me. Wonder why they're hanging out here. Who their companion is. It's not a companion that I'm familiar with. Or is that Kaizen? Oh, it is! Okay, that's Kaizen. In robes, cold weather outfit, with a big chunky sword. Alright, fair enough. Imperial phase. I assume they're taking the other bridge. Oh no, they're just hanging out there. I wonder why they're going so slowly. They're hoping that I'll clear the way for them. Busy with their own stuff. Fair enough. I'm not here to be the arbiter of how to play the game. I'm sure the way that I'm choosing to play. They're watching you at work. I can't be that interesting to watch. Oh, here we are. There's a foreman. Splendid. Dog tags. through here. This is going to badly confuse Kaizen, isn't it? Oh no, there he is. The jump was a bit of an accident. The force slow I've mapped to the V key, so Jedi consular phase. So it's right next to the spacebar. Sometimes I end up hitting the V along with the spacebar. So it looks like I'm jumping, and then my opponents slow down. It's not actually what happens. A pole saber. One of them stupid double sabers. That's a bomb. Disarm. Okay. So we don't want the explosives going off. Good to know. What was the big 3-blast combo? Kinky. Oh, just a Darth Maul saber. Yeah. The 3-blast combo... Well, so some of my abilities do have kind of like blast effects, and one of my... Oh, no, not that one. One of these makes it so that some of them go off 2 or 3 times. They can proc several times at once for slightly less damage each time. But it still looks cool. It's not like... that just then was one button hit. I didn't tap it twice to make it go off twice. It's just the rotation. Looks cool. It does. I have commented before that it looks really satisfying to have those force blasts go off in sequence. Why do they need so many explosives just for this one area? Are they not very high yield explosives? Are they not very efficient explosives? Do you suppose? Or are they loading masses and masses of explosives in just to be absolutely sure that the place goes up like a volcano? And then push more buttons. Oh, destination controller. Ha! It's making lightsaber noises even though it's not a lightsaber.
In position and right on time. Good to know we still have well-informed friends. Now, Jedi, our orders are to freeze you in carbonite, not kill you. So kindly surrender now.
Ha! You're way too close to a Jedi, friend. Got confused for a sec. Oh, okay. Why do you want me alive? Thank you, but no.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline your generous offer.
Yes, they said you might be stubborn. Keep her still. I need a clear shot, or she'll just freeze and shatter.
Oh, I didn't load in. No thank you. Look, I said stop it. Shame that didn't go off. Hit them. Well, it did go off. It's just it went off before they loaded in. after the cutscene, irritatingly.
No, please. I'm an engineer. I was just supervising the carbonite weapon. Please don't kill me. The informant didn't say you were some crazy super Jedi.
Well, they should have done.
Who's been passing on information about me?
I don't know. They never showed their face. This anonymous tip said you'd insulted Captain Fallon. The commandos planned to use you to lure him out. They needed you as bait. Said they had to get back the armor Fallon stole.
This is a bit convoluted, isn't it?
What's so special about Fallon's armor?
Hoth's covered in starship wreckage. We found advanced armor in a wreck and took it to our labs. That armor has a special healing mechanism. It heals any wound.
Really?
They just got it working when Fallon stole it. That's all I know, I swear. Can I go?
No, you die. Kill him.
One more question. Will this armor keep Fallon alive no matter what I do?
I don't know. They said Fallon's invincible while he's wearing it. I'm never coming back to Hoth. I'm getting out of it. I'm still bleeding. Please, great Jedi, could you heal me? I'll never make it to the landing pad like this.
Your problem, not mine. That's a bit... I mean, it's deserved. But no, I'm not going to leave him to die.
I cannot leave anybody in pain. Here, this will help.
Slice his head off. Not in any pain anymore, is he?
That's better. Thank you, Jedi. I'll never forget this.
There's that quote from Terry Pratchett. Light a man a fire, and he'll be warm for a day. But set a man on fire, and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Oh, no thank you. Social distancing, please, come on. I said social distancing. Man, I wish I could force blast people that don't pay attention to social distancing. I've just noticed that we're past 3 hours, so I should probably... what I was planning on doing is leaving and walking down here and doing these, but what I actually want to do is get somewhere I can end the stream. So Cantina, that's where I want to be. Actually, what I'd really like is a force field that extends 6 feet, but is capable of interfacing with other people who also have force fields, and if they have force fields. And so if someone else has a force field, their force field is limited to 3 feet and mine is limited to 3 feet, so that we can get past one another. You know, we've got a 3 feet barrier on each side rather than a 6 foot barrier, which means that I take up 6 feet rather than 12 feet. And if you don't have a social distancing barrier and you're just fucking around not social distancing, well, I'll just push you out 6 feet away. Fuck off. Or everyone's force fields repel each other constantly. Well, you need to be able to set it so that it you can allow people that you're friendly with, who you can trust, closer to you. Like, it's not just always on all the time. There are situations where it needs to be flexible, but for the most part, stay 6 feet away from me. Go away.
See anything you like, give me a wink. Bring your creds back anytime.
Oh yeah, I've got post. Let's check the post before logging off. Stims. Police report that Moff Drayson, the Imperial you captured on Quesh, has provided SIS interrogators with key strategic information about the Empire. As we suspected, their presence on Quesh was an attempt to incite us to war. Reports show Drayson tried to goad you into killing him. I'm glad you had the poise and composure to ignore his taunts. He's far more valuable to us alive. The Republic needs more individuals like you, those who think before they act. To the Master Barsenthor of the Jedi. Yeah, apparently I've managed to acquire the rank Barsenthor, which is a rank that I've never heard of before. Which kind of spoils its apparent or intended grandeur. It is with pride that I report the recovery of the Attis Station facility on Quesh after your noble rescue. Though we lament those who sank to the depths, we carry their memory with us. Regarding our medical research, the applications of Quesh venom in regenerative stims and coltopacks have exceeded our expectations. I wanted to share the very best of our work with you. Please see the enclosed package. I hope it was stored correctly in transit. What I received was a Zerka Universal Translator, which I don't think by any stretch of the imagination could have once been a Quesh venom regeneration stim. So I imagine that it has been stored incorrectly in transit, and now someone else has got a high potency restorative stim, and I've gotten their universal translator by accident. A paper concerning our research will appear in next month's Coruscant Medical Review, if you are interested. With regards, from the Attis Station team. Now, that is a dangerous thing to put in the game there, because some people, some players, might decide that they are interested and want to read next month's Coruscant Medical Review for the article. I am, but that's just because I'm being contrary at the moment. And I'll bet you that it's not possible to find any month's Coruscant Medical Review anywhere in the game. Which is obviously a deeply... leaving a rest zone, okay. Apparently this half of the room is a rest zone. Alright, game. Okay, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be back on Monday, I expect. Should be Monday. Unless I end up not feeling well or not feeling it. Between now and then, I will... well, on Monday I'll be playing more of this. I'll be playing more of Hoth. I don't know about the rest of Hoth, but more of Hoth. Between now and then, you will be able to find this up on my YouTube tomorrow. I'll start putting it up when I get up tomorrow, and it'll go up online several hours later. So if you've missed anything and you really, really want to watch the rest, then you'll be able to, don't worry. You can also find me on Twitter, @VanillaJester. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter than just letting people know that I'm going live. So if you feel like talking, you can find me there. Or if you want to ask whether a stream is happening. I hope to see you on Monday. Or at least again Come on, reconnect to the chat. Stupid thing. My tablet has decided it doesn't want to connect. No. Oh well. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope to see you again, whether that's on Monday or not. And I hope that until I do see you, you have a nice time, and goodbye.